Are we really recording?
We're recording. We're at 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 5, 6, go. Go.
Get in here. Good morning, FlossTube.
Welcome to the shit show.
Good morning. We haven't even started.
Welcome to the chaos.
Welcome to the chaos.
We're chaos.
We're the Bougie Stitchers, cubed, plus our bestie, Amy. Well, we have a group of besties, but this is most of us. We're missing 2, Julie, and you've had Julie on. We just haven't had Becky on, I don't think. So we just wanted to come to you from the retreat because we're all together. We've had an amazing time at Crazy Women Cross Retreat. We're in our jammies still, but we do have the bras on. So we have got a lot to throw at you. We're going to do a little bit different style. We've taken some things out just because we think we're going to have a longer video. And we'll get started, everybody. We're going to start with our moment of gratitude. Did we say we were the Bougie Stitchers and who we were?
We did. Yep.
Okay.
In the chaos.
And the chaos.
Nobody's had coffee yet.
We've not had coffee, and no one will go downstairs and get the cheap stuff. We're all like, no, we need the expensive stuff.
We need bougie coffee.
We need bougie coffee. No one wanted the cheap stuff downstairs.
Not Steve Bougie.
Not Steve
No,
Bougie.
that's
but
too-
it's my anniversary.
Too bad my husband didn't watch this. I'm like,
oh my gosh. Moment of gratitude, ladies. I'm gonna start.
No, your name's Jace.
I just put it all on there because I
don't
just
want to start. I don't know what I'm doing.
Janie's in the hot seat.
my moment of gratitude are these moments. You don't get them back. You can't buy them. They are just spontaneous. We have laughed. We have cried. Like cried laughing.
Jenny's cried.
I did cry. I did cry. We'll go over that later.
Let's be honest.
You can't make them up, and they will forever. I think all the times when I get ready for things, I kind of like drag my feet because I just spent the weekend with Drew, and we were home. Like we got home Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was here, and I really didn't want to come. Like I just wanted to be in my house, and I didn't want to come. But I've had the most amazing time, and there have been no plans on it. Right? Like I didn't orchestrate it. It had nothing to do with me. We just came and we're in the moment. That was my moment of gratitude. All right, I'm gonna check my little check spot. Check.
Emma.
All right, you guys had 2 minutes to think about that. Go.
To build off that, I'm with Aunt Jenny. I've been working like all the days.
Well, you
And
you switched jobs.
Yep, I switched back to the police department. I've been working quite a bit, and have some other things going on, and so I was right there with you, and I did not want to come, and I did not want to participate, and I was done with people, and it's just been so fun. But my moment of gratitude for like specifically is like the different styles of stitching. Don't take my thing
She's over here teaching with the stick, with the finger off camera.
The different styles of teaching of stitching, because like when you come to one of these, there's all sorts of people doing Quakers, doing old stuff, doing new stuff, doing all of it. So I think that's really amazing.
It is truly a community of stitching. Amy, would you like to go? Because Nancy still doesn't have one.
I actually do, smart.
Well, I will go.
Okay.
I'm up here on top.
Thanks for taking me off the hot seat.
It's having found my tribe. I am very grateful to have found these girls and the girls that I stitch with. They always say, find your tribe, but they really mean it. So thank you, ladies, for the great time.
We are a good group of.
I thought you were gonna say we are a good time.
Well, that too.
That too.
And you just asked
Not,
us. We'll
I
tell
mean,
you.
the cross stitching says we sure are. I don't think there's going to be anybody calling us up as for being a lot lizard, but we'll
We'll talk about that later.
We had that conversation once already
the
this
things
weekend.
you learned. The things you learned. All right, Nancy, what do you got?
I am thankful for the ability to go, which is about the same thing everyone else has talked about.
Number 1 or number 2?
Okay. To travel. I guess wording is important.
Talked about this morning, Mom. It's stage right.
Okay.
Okay,
Words. God damn it. Okay. Circle back. The ability to travel. I am a homebody, and I've decided that. But I've got to go. The ability to go here, because I would. Okay. I'm trying to pour my heart out here, and you guys are like making fun of me. I'm crying. Okay, we're gonna stop that. That's the funny part.
All right, the ability to go. We're going.
I want you guys, both of them are crying. At my expense.
We just said we have no idea.
Last time it's alright.
You don't even know what we're really laughing at.
It wasn't, but it was good. Whatever it was. This is the stuff we're talking about. This is like soul cleansing. All right, go. We're
I
traveling.
did go, obviously. We're gonna move on.
Continue with your traveling.
We're gonna move on. FOs, we all have one,
We
except
all
for
do.
Emma.
Oh, okay. It's like, no, we
Yeah,
don't.
but she still has to compose herself.
All right. Whew. Okay, I'm together. Probably not ever. So I jumped on Sandy's Stitching with Sandy's giveaway or swap, and oh shit, I know, right?
Thank you, Emma.
We were talking
Your
about this
mom.
yesterday. Nancy's like, no, everything's spontaneous. I was like, really? Because you have to do better than hers.
Because our audience wants
So
to
this
know.
is our Barbara Anna. I can't see what it's called.
Barbara Anna.
Yeah, the pattern name, Nance.
It's called Spooky Tree.
Yeah, so it's a small. So what I did is I just did the bottom guy, and then because I'm
Is
brilliant,
this mine or is this yours?
it's mine. You bought it for me. Go back and look at our old videos. I cut a piece long enough to do the whole tree on. And I'm going to do that for Halloween for us. Because my husband, the entire time I was stitching, I was like, I love that. I love that. I love that. And I was like, okay, I can take a hint. I'm like, it's not for us. He's like, I love it though. Okay. So that's my finish.
I love the little crow on him.
I know, he's so
Crow with a
cute.
candle, yeah.
And he's going to look perfect with the crows I got last year from Hobby Lobby. But I think I ripped it. I think we told that story. I probably ripped it out of somebody's hand. She was looking for him. I'm like,
This is mine now.
mine's mine now. So, all right, that was my finish and a plan, I guess. All right, Nancy, guys, get a drink, pack a lunch. We're gonna be a hot minute with Nancy and her finishes. Go.
Yes. Well, dang, my basket's backwards.
We've been orchestrating this, squish everybody in so you don't see half a head.
And I don't have it. Now I have a concussion.
Because I touched your head.
Oh.
Oh, I can't show this pattern because it's a PDF. Here's what the pattern name is.
So this was a stitch along last year with Hands On Design. You can probably log onto our website, and I don't know if you can. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. Oh, I got a happy anniversary, sunshine. We don't have our board. Sorry.
We probably do. I just have to find it. That's
But
my
Nancy
first finish.
Finished. It was
More
on,
than
it was,
one.
It was on the called for, right? You put it on the called for.
Yeah, you bought that for me, remember?
I did, but I don't remember that if it was that there because I don't think I did mine on the called for. I don't remember what I did mine on.
Okay, Miss Amy, go.
Nancy, you have like 5. Go through all your finishes, and then we'll grab Amy.
Sorry, Amy.
I only have one. It's okay.
Oh, what an adventure we have on this one.
Do you know you have to count and counter cross stitch?
It was shocking at the table. And she was
had this epiphany a lot.
Emma's Nancy's rescuer. Emma was at a function that she had for a different organization.
Function.
And Nancy's like, will you please find my mistake? I ripped the whole damn cat out because I could not find it. It was driving me crazy. But I restitched it for her. Did you talk about that one? Or did you just show it? Rebel Design?
It's
Rebel Stitcher Design?
Rebel Stitcher by Colleen.
This was a stitch along Nancy did with Sandy.
Mom, slow down.
Sandy is done.
Oh yeah, Sandy's
And
got hers
framed.
done and framed.
And it's a fun frame.
But I do have an idea that we bought at Michael's when we were down here in Casper.
Yeah. So we came down a little early because Michael's is here and neither one of us have a Michael's in our town. And Nancy and Amy broke a frame.
No, this is Nancy's stuff. I'm gonna be honest, Nancy broke the frame. But Amy told me to.
We didn't think it would be that easy.
This is a Nancy style thing. My fence is a little bit off.
No one knows that. You are the only one that knows that. No one
My
knows.
skeleton is a male skeleton. We already talked about
We're
that
talking
too.
about pelvic size. Apparently, it's important.
And I would like a drum roll, please.
Oh, that makes boobs.
I want the confetti coming down.
I don't know if I can do that.
Jazz hands.
Oh yeah, jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
She is a done.
Oh, but she has an adventure with her last weekend. She's out there bragging about her doneness, and all of her friends are like, "What's wrong with the cat?" So Nancy, we were wondering if Nancy was even gonna.
This is my number
backstitch.
2.
Her number 2 finish. Her number 2 start in the world is now finished. We finally.
And she fixed the cat.
Okay.
She did.
So the cat didn't have an
Because
ear.
she forgot to count the cat. She would have had the cat already
That
done.
cat is not even right this way.
But it's right at more than it was.
But
Yeah,
at
that
least it
has
has
2
an ear
ears.
now.
She sent us a picture, and the poor cat was like,
It's frostbite.
ear?
It's
And
a
we were like,
frostbite ear.
we're like, what happened to the ear? And we were all, and I was like, oh, maybe she just needs to put the back stitching in. Well, you guys went to a girls' night at our friend Nikki's shop, and they were all kind of realized that Nancy messed the ear up. So Nancy stuck a stitch in, outlined it.
They like grinded it in like that. That's
did
not
not
right.
grind
Yeah,
it
they did.
in.
Like,
All right, are you done? with your
Yes.
cat? What about a turkey? I've got turkey
No,
written
she
down.
threw it over there.
I threw
That's
it
why
over
I said
there.
it's on the list, but she's not going to talk about it.
Well, now you gotta talk about it because I made a big deal of it because you wanna rep Jane or Julie.
Julie.
And no one needs to know what you're doing with it just so it's finished.
These are so cute, you guys.
So Julie's inventory went to Welcome Stitchery. If you are interested in finding these patterns, you just have to log on to welcomestitchery.com and Nancy is done. Nice.
Nancy does stitch, you guys. You
She
never
does.
know it.
And she never finishes and then suddenly she has a gazillion. So we're gonna go with it.
Okay, Miss Amy.
Amy,
Hot
show us
seat,
yours.
hot seat.
I have one finish that I did at the retreat this weekend. It was the mystery sew along 2023, the haunted Halloween from the
We got it,
Cat
okay.
Quarter shop. So I did get that finished this
She
weekend.
is a very meticulous stitcher.
There was a lot of orange in this one. It took me a
It
while.
was funny. She's like, I'm still stitching orange. We're like, we're sorry.
A lot of fill-in. I was getting bored.
Fill-in is good at a retreat though. If you're gonna
It
bring a
is.
project because you can talk and you don't have to like count. Huh, Nancy? You don't have to count.
Counting is always optional.
Optional.
And if you're at a retreat and you mess up, you can find somebody to pull the stitches out for you and replace the cat.
That's right.
Okay. This will be Pick on Nancy episode. It's alright.
No.
No.
Mom and I did not stitch much yesterday because we were not.
I didn't
supposed to
stitch at
well.
all. I stitched 5 stitches and I took 5 stitches out.
You were not.
That's what I did.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to go make trips. Like I went and Stephen won't see this, but I went and found alcohol for my husband because it's our anniversary today, and I was like, I'm going to buy him a gift. All right, whips. Ooh, we got some whips. We got like a whole page of whips. All right, so the whips will rotate through until we're all done. I learned yesterday that I am not stitching a vulture. I am stitching a condor.
Just you.
Who schooled you on that?
Not. She was sitting at the Wisconsin table, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember, but she came over and she's like, "Oh, that is a condor because it
Because
has
of the white.
it's the white around the neck."
Yep.
Jenny got schooled.
And I appreciate that because I do not want to be wrong. But Pat Sloan got schooled on chickens, so I didn't feel too bad. Oh yeah, so this is my
Good job, Emma.
Plum
Good
Street
job.
sampler Eat Crow. I worked on this last weekend and this weekend, but really the condor's been done, the pumpkins have been filled in, and I got that bottom row and some flowers done.
And then she's gonna pass that pattern to me.
I will pass all the patterns whenever we're ready, whenever he's done. I'd like to get him done this year. I don't know if it'll happen. I don't think I have a ton left, but there's a lot of little pieces in it. And then I'll maybe have to save the crow for next year. But I'm finding when I save things to do and I don't start it and get it like to a point that I'm just should finish it, I sometimes change my mind because, I've gone from Ada to 28 and now I'm really loving 32. And then when I'm looking at things I stitched up in the old fabric. I'm like, I don't like it that way. But I want these guys to be a matching set, so. That's my first one. What do you got, sister? Oh, we got a
Judge
sheet.
not.
So you traveled.
Where did you go on your travels?
Texas. Deep in the
That's
heart
you
of
went
Texas.
more than Texas.
Went to Colorado, Texas.
Went to the Big Bend in Texas.
In Texas.
but-
You know what? I didn't stitch a dang thing on this.
Oh, never mind. We'll bring the sheep out after she stitches on it this week.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to stitch something on it in order to.
Talk about it.
Go ahead, Amy.
I have
Let's
been
get Nancy.
working on the pumpkin patch from Primrose Cottage.
Cute.
And this is the one you've been stitching on for how long?
I've been stitching on this one since last fall. I was gonna do this with our friend Julie, and hers is done and framed, and mine is, well, I'm working on
Julie's
it.
a fast stitcher. Though.
Julie, yeah.
That's,
But you know,
that's-
Amy hands this to me, and the needle is well marked, well marked on where she's gonna poke my eyeball out.
Well, I
Am
was
I
getting
picturing
tired
you?
last
You're
night
good.
and came to the room.
So you stitch in hand.
I do stitch in hand.
So, and this is super cute. But your style's evolving because you used to be strictly our 14 count Ada person, but now you've got some different counts, right?
Yes, I've moved up in the world. I've been working on 28. We're learning a little bit about 36, 38 this weekend while we're here.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about
We
that,
have seen all different kinds of stuff. That's the great thing about coming to the retreat. You get to see what other people are working on, and you're like, I can do that.
That's when last year is when I started stitching in 25 because I never left 25 or Ada, and then now I really like 25.
So, all right. What do you got, sir, sister?
This is my Quaker.
Who's your bag by?
Gamma stitches.
Yeah, I need that bag. Maybe I had that bag.
Gamut,
I think I
Gamut Treasures. Dawn stitched this bag. Emma's a big supporter.
Such a beautiful.
She does.
Always. So I was told I had to bring this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we show up here.
It's not hello, Nancy.
No,
Hello,
it says-
Jenny. First of all, it's where's Emma, and did she bring the Quaker?
Yeah.
Is Emma coming?
Is Emma
coming? Is Emma
Where's
coming?
Emma? I thought Emma was coming. We were prepared to see Emma. Oh, is she bringing the Quaker? We all want to see the Quaker. And I was like, thank goodness she hadn't left Gillette yet. We were like, well, she had to work. She'll be here after she gets done. And oh yes, Emma, bring the Quaker. Bring the Quaker.
So I just added more to the spiders. I'm almost done with the spiders.
Yeah, but you have to get it close, I think.
Where's the spiders, guys?
Down at the bottom.
Down at the bottom.
They're hard to see in this light.
Oh, I think they can actually
No, I
see
think
it.
you can see it. I
Except
think.
for they have all this pretty stuff in there.
Don't lose my magnets, Mom. Don't lose my back magnet.
Yes, I did.
She did.
Right there.
Right there.
It fell. We'll get it. That's Albus's butt. If you didn't recognize that from.
Oh no! Look what I found.
Okay.
Oh. All right, we'll let you get that put back together.
Thank you.
Okay, back to Jenny.
Oh yes, let's go back to me. So this has been out before, and now it's been out again. So I started this at StitchCon we went to StitchCon in 2022. Oh, because we didn't go this year. It's a hands-on design. It's resting stitch face. I was not a fan of the material or the fabric that I had picked, so I started her over.
I really like that purple color.
I don't remember. It's bless you, bless you, bless you.
Thank you.
It's a Bestitch Me. I don't remember the color. I'd have to go find it. I don't know what else. Anyways, called for. I think I changed my hair color. My hair color will show up better on this one. But I'm not a big purple fan, but it's purpley and I love it. All right, what you got?
Yo ho ho ho.
I guess we're not helping her, so. Any smart comments Nancy has about not helping her, it's her own problem. Because she's.
Yeah, and don't scold us for telling the truth about Mom.
It's our love language.
I got
it's
scolded.
really okay. I didn't do a lot. I just got the red parts in the bottom. And I'll be ripping this out too because I messed up on the count. as I'm staring at it. This is a really cute pattern. There's a whole bunch of us doing it. Yo ho ho Sal.
I took mine apart. All right, Amy.
I am working with our friend Becky, and we're doing the Shannon Christine Designs the Signs of Christmas frame. I am only about 3 months behind everybody else.
It's there's start along, not finish along.
Yep. So this is
Finish
what
along.
I have gotten done so far, and I would like to note
What
it
word?
is very important that you use bigger pieces of fabric.
Good look at her
Because
margin.
I'm completely over at the edge now, but I have a plan for it. Don't worry.
What's your
I
plan?
have a
What's your plan? So people
I'm
know.
going
Show 'em the whole
to
thing,
take out my stitch I put in, and I'm going to just fray it on the end a little bit
Oh,
and put it in a. I'll find something at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure.
Very cute,
to stitch
Amy.
it down to.
that will be cute.
It will be nice.
So when in doubt, fray it.
She means spray the edge of the material or the
Yes.
fabric she's stitching on.
Emma,
Is it my turn again?
are we going in a circle?
Well, sure.
Did you do a second? It's your turn, Angela. Well, you did stitch face. Thank you.
It's all quiet in here.
She
Checking
sta-
along.
No, she started checking and then she stopped checking and I had to fix it. It's not. I know it's not a
The
problem.
two older children are right here,
Amy's an older. I'm surrounded by
I
older
am.
children.
but she's the only sister.
Just another button company. can't
So when
use-
you buy this, they send you the buttons and they send the pattern for free. So it's just another button company.
the
Oh,
buttons.
let me
And
show
it's their
these.
teacup series.
Yeah.
And they have one for every month.
So there's a bee, flowers, bees, and a worm. That's cute. Did you see the little maggot? It's actually a maggot.
It's not a
It's
maggot.
not a maggot,
That's like a
Nancy.
caterpillar is what it's supposed to be.
It's
A larvae.
I have a story on maggots, but we'll talk about
not,
that
not,
later.
on, not on TV, please.
I don't even want to know what this story is.
She's cute.
And of course, Emma and Amy's stitches are both almost picture perfect.
I'm not picture.
There's people out there that don't like you.
It's not
me,
you, but
Feel a little judging here. So, again, this is one I've had kitted up for a hot minute. My friend Julie, one of our stitching besties, has decided that we're going to do a Sal. Only I've got a Sal. It's called Sins with Friends. We started it with Stacy, Zan. I'm not ready to finish. Just hold your horses. Anyways, Julie kicked me in the butt to say this. It's been kitted for over a year. It's all in D. I've got the DMCs kitted. I did not do the overdyes. Another Plum Street sampler. Cinnamon Stars. And I was with Drew this last weekend. Steve and I were, and all I did was stitch on my house.
Can I take it closer?
Yes, you can. Thank you.
Good job, Jenny.
It was an easy car stitch. That's why.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good job.
She didn't show my back. She showed everyone else's back.
Jenny's a pretty good.
There was somebody, and I'm not judging, but I was like, oh, this causes me anxiety. It was in one of the groups I follow, and her back, I don't even know how she found the holes, because her back was like, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, how did she find her
More
hole?
power to her.
I mean, her front was beautiful. The front stitch was beautiful. She's
Quit
like,
talking about me.
how do people fix their backs? And I was like, oh, I don't think you can fix that.
Start over.
Her front was beautiful, though. But, and, you know, when you have a lot of stitches and you don't see it through the back, I guess. I don't know.
My next one is a Barbara Anna.
Which one?
3 Witches.
The funny thing is I don't think yesterday she knew which end was up.
No, that's my other one.
Oh, that's right. She was like, I don't know where I started. Oh, I can see them. What's new about this, though?
Well, use your imagination. Probably like the 5 rows.
Was this
But
the
you're
5
get-
you took out and then you refixed?
No, this is actually what I did not have to take out yesterday.
Wait, what is new about this?
Oh, I'm in a hoop. I was like, dang it, this is the hot seat.
Nancy stitches in hand, and you're doing that on a Fortnite fabric?
Yes, Fortnite fabric.
Very nice. We're Barbara Anna fans, too. All right.
Miss Amy, no, Miss
No,
Amy's
Amy's
done.
I am done.
All right. Oh, so I'm just this will just be a quick reminder, because I think last time I had this big dissertation on I can't remember to buy things, but the Happy Little Stitch Shop actually told me, hey, it's time for you to buy that second piece of the pattern. Where's the pattern? Oh, it's right here. So this is an Erica Michaels Quilting ABCs. I think Julie's already like done with this and waiting for the next pattern to come up. I just literally have gotten the first block done, which isn't even A. So I still gotta go like A through E. Or A through D or something, I don't know. A, B, C,
D,
no, it's
E, F.
Wait, oh, A, I don't know. A, B, C, D, E, I don't know. I'm up here on this row. I've only got one done. And I've got to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5.
You got some stitching to do, Jenny.
Hush. I know. But, I mean, but I've already got the second piece, so, I mean, I'll have them all. I won't have to worry about trying to remember to buy them, which is what I was worried about last time we filmed. All right, Nance.
Okay, this is where. Nope, that's the wrong one.
Don't mess up your pattern. Put it back in.
I will.
Show the pattern.
I am.
Show the pattern. Get the pattern out.
Now, I want you guys to look at this pattern. Look at how that ghost is laying.
Let me see how the
This
ghost
is Nancy style.
Ghost. About this one. Let me see.
You guys see what I did? Somehow I turned the pattern this way when I was stitching. This is the
Let us
top. It's supposed to be this way. The bucket's supposed to be down here. Do you see that?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna leave it for sure.
Oh, don't worry. It's fine. We're just fine.
What do you say, Amy? Change it 10% in your pattern?
She's created a new pattern.
It's
And then
still
I-
a prairie schooler. We're not selling them.
And Colleen and I are going to continue on with this series.
You do that with Teresa, though. You started with Teresa. And
Teresa, yeah, I started this one with Teresa. Teresa's stitching from her stash, so I don't know. I hope she does, but Colleen and I are going to continue. I think Colleen's like halfway done with them.
Rebel Stitcher.
Yeah.
All right. What you got, Ems?
I don't know that I can show this pattern.
What's the pattern?
Oh, I can. It's called Turn the Light On. It's the Dumbledore quote from
On Etsy.
yeah, I got it on Etsy.
So it's a PDF.
So it's a PDF, yes ma'am.
And you got that from that crazy, I can't read it. That crazy Georgia.
Yeah. And it says happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn the light on. So it's like in the first movie. And that's what I got done.
There was a moment yesterday, just so a gentle reminder, because we do this often ourselves. On 1, 2, 3 stitch Fact Porter, you can figure out the fabric size you need. So Emma was like, I just want to verify. We got a little thing out, a little measuring tape measure. Anyway, she's like, oh my God, I don't have enough. And I'm like, no, truly you have to have enough. Because remember last January, Nancy measured some of her patterns by what she thought would fit, and it ended up not being fitting.
You laid over the pattern?
Yeah. Well, M's was on, that's an Ada, and M went on the even weave. So when
So I
she
always
put,
stitch on even now. So.
she put 2 over 2, it was gonna be like,
It was gonna be
this
huge.
big. She's like, I don't have enough. I'm like, no, you've got to have enough. And then we realized we were on the wrong section.
Fixed.
We've all done that. Trust me. That was not a one-time Emma mistake. We've all done that. So just a gentle reminder to check that stuff. I have 2 more. Nancy has 1 more, and then we'll move on to retreat business. So I had big hopes the other day of getting this stitched, like the entire border stitched. God, that was right in my ear. This is another Plum Street sampler that we're doing. This is our Equality Sampler Sal. We're doing this with Sandy, Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher, and then Nancy and I.
And there's a few others that have jumped on
I
board.
think there have been. They're like, oh, I've got that. I'm going to do it. I thought she was going to be huge. This is as wide as she's gonna be.
You don't have much of a margin
On this side, she does.
on this side.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Which is fine. Like, I started her up here for a reason, because I wanted to make sure
Space.
I had space. Because on my stitch face, I cut it so that I would, this is my OCD kicking in. Like, this is a me issue, no one else. But my OCD, but I thought I like, oh, I gave myself a 3-inch start. And I don't know if I just took that piece of scrap that I had, and I think it's a scrap, and I just scooted it over a little bit. I started on 3 inches, and it's still like all up here in the corner, and I have all this stuff around the outside. Anyways, I don't know, it's a me thing. But there she is. That's all I've got. I was just gonna get the whole frame done and then chop her off a little bit so I didn't have so much excess. But I'm loving stitching on this. I don't even know why. And then we talked about there's a lot of over one.
which means I might need to have to restart mine. Because I think I did mine on 20 count.
I think you did
and
yours on
Jenny
20 count, Ada.
says I can't do it on
You
that.
can. It's just gonna. You have to get a sharp needle to pierce your Ada.
Sorry guys, I didn't have the pattern ready.
She's got it
Yeah,
ready.
pattern.
Pattern. So this is your gobble couple.
Yep.
This is Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
Fix that one too.
And Emma had to fix it. I thought I was all done with the middle part. It didn't come together correctly.
She doesn't count.
So I had to rip all of that out, all of this out. Like I was truly down here. I'm like, it's not gonna come together. So Emma figured out my mistake, which was way over here. So I had to take all of this out and redo this part. So this is a very slow project for me. Hopefully that black comes out of there.
We have to just get one of those things.
Yeah. And that is my whips for this week.
You got quite a bit done. All right.
I did get a lot done.
You did get a lot done in 2 weeks. Well, you.
And I had other things I got done, but I had to give them away.
You got your retreat. You want?
I
you're
thought
gonna
we were
save your
doing that
retreat?
down
Okay.
for there.
We've got another whip for Ems. We'll show her. So let's just wrap up the whips. If you remember, I said I put this one in timeout 4 weeks ago, and I've really lost my mojo on it, but I've got to get it done. This is a gift for a friend for Christmas. My neighbor. This motif right here kicked my butt. I have stitched it like 5 times.
Thank you, Emma.
I know. Heartstring Samplery. It's her coffee series. But I have stitched, ripped out, stitched, ripped out, stitched, ripped out. I can't tell you. And I finally got it right. It is lined up. Lined up across the top, lined up down the bottom. So I can move on. At first I was taking this to work, but we're now into busy season at work, so I don't know that I'm gonna get a lot of stitching done at work. But here she is. She will be done in the next month. Has to be, because I got to get her framed or something for my neighbor for Christmas. She doesn't watch this. All right. So next, we're gonna change up our format a little bit. We're just gonna talk about our retreat, some of the things we've gotten, some of the ladies we've met, our table mates, our bag exchanges, and our smalls exchange. So that's what we have planned for this next section. So you want to just start? We want to just pull our bags out and talk about our bags for a minute, or we want to talk about in order that let's just talk about our bags. We'll start with our bags. My bag. This is so sad, and I'm not. I'm proud of this moment, though I shouldn't be proud of this moment. So Cynthia is at our table, and she had this beautiful Halloween bag that she'd made for herself, and I was like, I love your bag. She's like, oh, I made it. She goes, and I made like a smaller version. It was just in like after she's like, oh, and I made a smaller version for me, or I made a smaller version for the bag exchange. I was like, really? And I was like, oh, I hope I get hers. I really didn't think much about it after that, except yesterday when we were putting our bags out on the table, I was like, oh, I'll take everybody's bag. And when she handed me her bag, I'm like, oh my God, that's the bag. That's the bag I've got to get.
That's her shameless.
That's why I'm so sad.
And she like ran up there. They called our table number, and she like.
But okay,
bolted.
so in all fairness, in the first exchange, the smalls exchange, we were like one of the last of the tables. Like we were table second from last, so we didn't have a whole lot of choices, which is fine. So this time, and it was just random selection, right? We were table number 2, I pushed these ladies out of the way. Oh, I'm sorry. I just grabbed her boob. I was like, I'm going. And there I was. I got it. I got the bag.
It is cute.
She hand sews her bindings on.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. If you get a bag that I made, it's going to be stitched, machine stitched. Hand sewn. Cynthia is an amazing bag maker. She doesn't sell them. She just makes them for her. She's bougie like that, but amazing. And I got this cute little Halloween bag. So, I'm so happy. Thank you, Cynthia. All right. Who else wants to talk about the bag?
I do. It's Teresa Colgate. And Denise, who came to retreat last year, is who did mine. It's very cute. Very appropriate.
It's perfect.
Miss
right.
Amy.
I received mine was from Emily Short, and our group at our table were all pretty Halloweenish, so we kind of all went for the Halloween bags.
To be 100% honest, I walked by and Amy had it. I'm like, oh, thanks for picking that out for me. But
I tried to give it to her, but no, I love it. I am totally a nightmare before Christmas. I received some little needle minder,
those are cute.
and I little catch my threads, or
It's
my
a little
scissors.
orange.
Oh,
It's an ord, or you can use the scissors.
It's in this shape.
I am really bad about keeping the little.
that's brilliant.
Yeah. And then you just fold it up.
Ooh, brilliant.
And then this amazing bag. This was so me. It was perfect.
And there's a lanyard in here.
There's a lanyard in there, and
And this is just the ribbon
Yeah,
that she...
this is so. A lot of people put them in plain bags, and then tied ribbon on around the bag of whatever fabric was in there. So that's how you kind of knew if it was a Halloween or.
so thank you, Emily.
Yes, beautiful job. So this one is a. I'm gonna say it wrong. Piece de la resistance.
So this is
Whip it up here, Em.
Stitchin' Stacy. She's from Utah. I think she has FlossTube.
Can I-
Yeah, you can. So I am not. I'm being quite honest. I'm not a chicken person, but I love this bag. I think it is so beautiful.
Look at this
And-
bag.
There's so many
Pockets, zippers. This is a zipper. I know it's yours. Go ahead, Emma. I don't even talk
No,
about
it's
it.
okay. And she was so sweet. She was like, "Oh, it's never been used." I'm like, "You could have used it, and I wouldn't care because I think it's beautiful." And the stitching, she's like, "I don't stitch." I believe what she said. It was very loud. She says, "I don't stitch or I don't sew very often," and I'm like, "You would have never
never
known
know
that."
it.
She
She hand bound this
this again.
binding on, and it's not a big binding. It's a small binding,
Yeah.
and it is beautiful, and I just love it.
And I'm going to say something on this bag. Do you know who got my bag? A flippin' pro bag maker. Lynn. Now, am I honored that Lynn got mine? Yes. But
So-
you're going up against a pro.
I know, right?
And I'm not a pro.
The lady
Y'all
who
know
got
that.
mine, I was like, don't look too close. And she's like, she came over. She's like, oh, I love it. I told Nancy, I'm like, I don't think she loves it. She's like, you don't have to be ashamed of your work. And I was like, okay, well, we'll move on. That's the thing. I don't think she was real happy with it, but oh well.
My lady was from the one that got mine was from Minnesota, and she's like, "It's so perfect." It's in her Minnesota accent, and she said it that way. And she was like, "It's so perfect. It's so Minnesota." And I was like, "Oh."
Can you say it one more time?
Amy's was the first to leave the exchange table.
It was.
That lady came over. She was like, mine, and she ran off with I was like, she doesn't even know what's in it, but
But the presentations of Amy
presentation was amazing.
So mine was in a basket because I went to our local Walmart, and for some reason they have no gift bags available.
Yeah, she showed us a picture. Like the aisles are
desolate.
empty.
I had a moment of panic. I had to go find some ribbon in a basket.
But her presentation was amazing. It was the first to leave. We were like, oh, look at Amy go. So we, Nancy and I got amazing gifts.
Yeah, mine must be downstairs still.
Yours is still downstairs.
Is it
It's still on the
downstairs?
table.
I
I thought I brought it
I
up.
thought you did. I thought I told you to bring it up.
We're in a hotel room with 4 women.
No telling what we found.
And lots of stitching.
Yeah.
So, Amy watches us, and we met her niece last year, who was at the retreat. She didn't get to
Can
come.
I show it closer?
I will in a minute. And this year she brought us these. Her mom does wood turning. Look at this. I took my bees off so they didn't get smushed. But there are bees that go on it. And then our scissors.
And my scissors are orange.
These are orange.
Nailed that.
Yeah, Amy. We love them.
Thank you.
Love, 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 love them.
I really thought I brought mine
I
upstairs.
thought you did.
We'll find it.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I don't see it all. It's not sticking out anywhere right this second.
And are we going to talk about goodies?
Well, we are, but sure.
That's mine. You just took it.
Look at this, you
Oh,
guys.
they are
So
beautiful.
this is from Cynthia. Cynthia is from Wyoming. Her daughter came into the shop that I work at and said, "Oh, my mom watches you." I'm like, "Well, you should bring your mom in and we could chat." I don't know. They never stopped in, which is fine. But
they stocked your store, but you were never there.
but I was there. Sometimes Steve drops me off because we go out for dinner after work, so he'll come back in and pick me up, or I'll drive in Drew's Jeep now that Drew's not here, or I very rarely drive the mistress in. But anyways, I told him, like, you should just text me. So now, but we've had an amazing few days getting to know Cynthia, and a couple other table mates we'll talk about in a second. But her daughter does those needle minders. I don't know. She was just a really great day. It was a really great time getting to know her. And now we have a new stitching friend in Wyoming who comes to Sheridan.
And Grable's really not that far.
It's really not that far.
comparatively in our state.
So, our other table mates. Guess who's sitting at our table? Well, we are all sitting at our table. Cynthia's sitting at our table, and Angie from
the
Hoopy Hobby
from
is at our
Colorado.
table. She is hilarious.
Ooh.
She is so fun. We've made her our BFF before. We encourage you to pop over and like her channel. She's a mom. She's a community service officer, which is like a police officer without a gun, but she's like
They do a lot.
they do a lot. When she explained her job, I was like,
Wow.
she was going to meet up with Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread, but she got called out onto a scene and had to go take care of that. Anyways, she's fun. And Amy, you can jump in here anytime.
Are you awake, Amy?
Is Amy here?
back here
She's back here like a statue. I was like, is she?
No, just thinking about projects and stuff I still need to buy downstairs.
Oh well, yeah, there's a lot of shopping going on.
And then Mindy's also at our
She's
from Nebraska.
She's from Nebraska. She had to pull out last night. She picked up and because we're leaving early this morning to head back. Mostly we'll have to work on Monday. Those of us who've got a short commute are no big deal. But she's been a hoot. She was so funny. She's like, yeah, I'm coming to this retreat with 3 broke kids. they're all like
They're young adults.
They're young adults, and one has a new baby. But they're her kids, and she's like, and I guess we're gonna figure out how to do this on the cheap. But she's been a hoot to get to know, so we've appreciated that. All right, what else do we have in here? Let's talk about our designer. So Misty from Misty Conley, you can follow her on Facebook. You can follow her on
Can we
Instagram.
borrow that just for a second, Emma?
But yeah, she's gonna show her thing. She's gonna do it.
One of us have already started our new project.
Because I wrote in the book and I put a start
Yeah.
date on it and I had to get
Yeah.
it done
Yes,
yesterday.
she
I
had to
put
start
a
it.
stitch in
Emma was very organized yesterday. So Misty always asks for a designer to come, and this lady, Wendy, she has been designing for a while, did our exclusive.
So she's like, she was talking about her design, and the Rocky Mountains are close to all of us, and so that was what she pulled from, and I think it's beautiful.
Jenny
I love
cried.
it.
I did.
We
She
laughed
did.
at Jenny. I'm gonna be honest. We laughed. We're like,
Why are you crying? I was like, because in my mind, it represents my state. It represents who we are.
our state.
Okay, but why I was crying, why it meant to me, we're all from Wyoming.
And a little freebie. Not really freebie, but you did a little needle book.
Can I get
Yes,
closer
Mom,
there?
you can
Oh,
get
okay.
it closer.
So the great thing of what she offered is they gave us variegated thread for it. They had thread keeps made. They had a corner gauge made. They had the bag made.
And the colors are amazing for this Quaker.
They are.
For the Rocky Mountains, for everything that means so much to us here in Wyoming, Utah, Colorado. Montana. It's just beautiful.
So
We got the needle.
you gotta need. Oh, and she challenged us to come get a new fabric that we haven't stitched on before. So I think I've got a 36,
I think mine's 40.
40. We've got a bunch of small.
This was all in the
in the retreat
yeah.
exclusive.
This is local. She's from Idaho, right?
I don't
I
remember.
think
It's
she said she
local
was from
bees.
Idaho. It's local bees.
we all got, and there are different ones because mine's different.
Yeah, mine is too.
This is the bee. We're gonna fly it away. Fly away, fly away.
All right. So we talked about our table mates.
I was
Oh,
gonna say, hang on, I'm gonna
Oh.
start my stitch.
Yeah, we gotta
oh, we
show him
gotta
a
show her
stitch.
stitch. That's right.
It's
This is
tiny.
my first time
It's
stitching
tiny.
on the 36 count.
And this is from Lynn. Sorry, Jenny.
You're fine.
Jenny's gonna have bruises right here.
She was very nice and supplied us the
Yeah.
cloth for the stitching. And then the needle minder's the one that she wanted to challenge us on to try to go a little higher stitch count than we used to. I'm not really sure. I usually do 28s pushing it. Nancy threw some horrible number at me. So
Yeah, Nancy was a bad influence.
Yeah, she kept. She was like, "I'm gonna find 50 count for you, Emma. I'm gonna find it." And luckily she didn't.
No
But
joke.
I bought myself one of those little gauges so I can figure out what she got me.
I gotta put this leg out because my hip hurts. I gotta switch. And I'm all combobulated in my space. All right. We talked about the design. Oh, we gotta share our stitches. So again, we had
A gift exchange.
a small
Small
exchange. So go ahead, because yours links into this.
This was mine.
No idea what it is, right?
No idea.
Wait till you see what she pulls out.
And this was actually done. Oh, I know what I said. This was done by Wendy, the designer. So how fortunate am I?
It's a great memory.
Yeah. And then she gave me this little candle in it. She says this is her favorite candle. I'm sure it smells great.
Nancy can't smell. We ran into Angela last year. We met Angela here at the retreat. She's from Cody. She must originally be from Tennessee, I think. But she brought her best friend since 3rd grade here with her. And I got Bonnie's. And she came over and she was all apologetic. She's like, "Oh, it's not how I really wanted to finish it." But I think she's gonna look great right next to my Singer sewing machine. The little one that I have painted that's in my display. So, and a
And a
whole
bunch
bag
of goodies.
of trinkets here that she stuck in there that also seamstress needs. So I was very thankful for that. What do you got?
Mine
I'm stealing
is Cat and Jack. So Teresa Kogut. Megan, I don't know. I know what she's sitting there, but
It's fine.
yeah, Megan
And
is
then
the one that made it.
Pumpkin
She
matches
did an
material.
amazing job.
Look at the
and
back.
We've
That
all been
is-
fighting over this.
Yeah, everybody.
We're trying to figure out whose bag it's going to end up in when we get
Oh,
home.
I know exactly. His
It
bag.
might be one of those custody battles where it travels.
Yeah.
I'll see it every 4 years.
3 months here, 3 months here.
Every 4 years we'll be at
The
somebody's house.
stitching is beautiful.
Yeah,
on it,
and
so.
it's very. And she did it. She had just done it one stitch over one, whatever
Yeah.
whatever floss she ended up using.
Because it's beautiful.
It is. All right,
Amy.
Amy, what you got?
Okay, you guys are gonna love this. So really, like Jenny was saying earlier, they call numbers, you go up to the table. It's kind of a hurried process. You go up, get your bag, go back to your table and open it. Well, guess whose bag I got? Nancy's! So
Did you know it was Nancy's though?
No, it's been in this hotel room with me and I rode down in the car with her. I paid no attention whatsoever. So I'm like, get back to the table and I'm like, wait.
She's like, "Oh, this is really cute. This
I'm
is
like,
really cute." And she's
and
like,
then I'm like,
"Wait, this is Nancy's." It was
the
so
reason
funny.
I knew it was Nancy's is because she had sent a text message out to our stitching group to show us the finish that she had done on this. It is adorable. And it has a little pouch for my scissors, which I have my scissors here.
Let me show her bag.
I haven't got there yet.
Okay.
These scissors are cute. I was going to switch scissors, I'm going to be honest. I don't know why, but I really like them.
And then it came with a little needle minder that I had stuck on my scissors.
This is by the big
My
toe,
Big
my
Toe.
big toe.
And this little bird is absolutely adorable. I
That came from
love
Crazy Woman Mercantile.
that little bird.
I
And
love that bird too.
she had put it all in this cute little project bag. So, you know me, I love my project bags. It is perfect. And it's just going to be a great memory because it came down in the car with me and I had no idea.
That is awesome. Awesome. All right, do we have anything else to add? We have a bunch of haul that we're gonna, some of us will pull some of our haul out. We might just each take a picture of our haul and then we'll just put it towards the end because it's a lot. A lot of haul.
We have some very amazing vendors here.
Yes. Last year she had a couple vendors and they were fun. Like Becky, our friend Becky lives here in Casper. She had all her bags and her needle books and all that. And Becky makes amazing bags and they are, I say inexpensive, like they're $20.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're beautiful.
They're beautiful bags, and I have one. Like I bought this and the book, the needle book, for s'mores.
Emma got the s'mores one, and
We were fighting over this one.
I loved it so much. She offered to go back to her shop last night, and she's supposed to have one for me this morning.
She thinks
She thinks she has one.
But it's been, you just go on a hunt, and then you unearth things, and you get things off the freebie table, and Stitchery.
Yeah, and Emma won something.
Yeah, Emma won
From Wendy.
From Wendy.
It's 45 count.
Emma's
It's
going
beautiful.
down.
She's gonna keep it. She's gonna stitch on it.
That's probably true color there.
But there are vendors here. There is so much stuff. Like, you just keep letting people pick through it and purchase, and then you just keep going back because there's so much being
Because you
unearthed.
just can't. Yeah, you just can't see it all. I think Amy sat on the floor over by Stitchery Express for 2 hours.
Mom did when I got there. That's what Mom did. Was
Yeah,
Just
doing.
looking through their
we've lost
cloth.
Nancy though. We just never really know where Nancy is.
Oh, she dragged her chair like a little kid.
They were being mean to me. I switched
Not-
tables. I'm like,
we
No,
were
I'm out.
not
We're not
being mean
being
to
mean.
her.
Yeah.
She dragged her
I was
chair
crying
like a
on the
little kid.
inside.
And went and sat with Stacy and
Nancy,
Athena.
like
And Lynn.
And Lynn.
Nancy didn't get her way. is what
Yeah,
happened.
that's
No,
what happened.
that's
didn't
not,
get
no,
that's
her
not what
way.
happened.
That is too what
She
happened.
grabbed her chair. She runs off, and she's like, "I'm gonna go sit with my friends." We're like, "Okay."
And then she
He's a
dragged
little-
it back so that nobody would take her spot.
I know, right?
But she wouldn't stay with us. She dragged it, back
was,
and then
it
left
was
us.
quite funny.
And the amazing stuff about some of these vendors, it's homemade.
Yeah,
Like, they're making it themselves. They're bringing it. There's stuff here from
Yeah.
all over.
Becky makes all of her stuff. We have Wendy's. Wendy's got all her samplers here. You can purchase them. Jenny from Cricklewood Crossing has got her patterns and her
Well, that's from
project bags.
Stacy.
Stacy from
Stacy's husband.
Thread Thy Needle Stitchery.
It's a
They've
walnut.
they've renamed, but this is
That's actually with our new name on it.
they
I don't know.
she brought a bunch of her winders and her wood panels and some of the stuff that her husband has carved. Who else? Oh, LA Live or Die, and it's DYE. We have all bought her fabric. Like
Yeah,
hundreds of
beautiful
dollars worth of her
fabrics.
fabric have come out of her shop into our bags.
I'm gonna do a Harry Potter stitch on this.
And Harry Potter. Slytherin.
I kitted up this one. It's our anniversary today, Steve's and mine, for 29 years, and this is my
29 years with Jenny.
I know. He's a good man. But I got Live or Die. I'm gonna do it on this, and it's
Steve, you have fans, by the way.
yeah, you have huge
You have
fans.
huge
honey.
fans.
Huge fans. So it's done on white, but it's Quakers in Scotland. We're gonna go to Scotland next year, and when I get back today, we're gonna start planning our trip. And I just went to Hobby Lobby and got DMCs, and I'm gonna just use the called for. I only changed the fabric. And I bought this special bag from Becky with my needle book. It's steampunk and I love it. All right. Anybody? We'll put our haul because we all got a bunch of haul. We'll lay our haul out and take pictures, and I'll include the haul at the end. Otherwise, we'll be here for another 25
Some of
hours.
us are embarrassed about our haul.
There's no.
Some of
there's
us have to do the walk of shame.
There's no walk of shame.
Emma owes me $70.
Emma does not owe you $70.
You just want her to owe you $70. You don't have to go home and tell your husband you spent $1 gazillion.
I wish mine was only $70.
I got 2 pieces of fabric, and I was like, Mom, will you just put this with your stuff and I'll pay you back? And she says, yeah, I get it back. She's like, oh, you owe me $70. I'm like, I didn't spend $70.
There is one project that we'll show right now.
Mine is not with me.
Mine's not with
Is
me
yours
either.
downstairs?
You said his mom. Yours is...
Mine is somewhere special.
Yeah.
Possibly downstairs.
Do you think you know where it is? I would like the other one, please. Do you know where it is, Amy?
I think it's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Because
not
I'll get
100%
up and
sure.
get it.
We're not gonna run and get it.
I have stuff in 2 different places currently.
Yeah, we just had to figure out how to squish in here.
It looks like sewing vomited in here.
How many did you buy?
You bought 2.
Just give me it. I'll decide later.
So we decided as a table that we were gonna do something to commemorate our event this time.
Our
we
adventure.
Our adventure. Thank you. We all got a Mill Hill kit. And Angie got one. I don't think Mindy decided to do it. And Cynthia
Ordered hers.
ordered hers off the 1, 2, 3
Oh, you have
Stitch.
eyeballs in here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, very cute.
Cynthia's is this little snowman. He's
And
so
yeah,
cute.
I think it's a Jim Shore snowman, maybe not, but it's
Mine's
a jingle
a
bell.
s'more.
And hers is yeah.
S'more.
So I had to get a s'more bag, project bag for it.
For the schmower.
For the
Like a
s'more.
raccoon.
S'more.
So I think I'm gonna put my new bag that Cynthia made. I'm gonna put this one in
It's a
there.
very cute trash panda.
I'm gonna stitch that trash panda after she's done. I gotta thank the trash panda after I killed that one.
That's a
I
more
wanted to
way of
put a balloon
remembrance,
on
but
it.
alright.
Well, I know that's what I got though. All right, so we want to talk a little bit about some mail that we received. We received 2 amazing gifts. One from Colleen, Rebel Stitcher.
How did you end up with it?
Because I put it in this bag and you handed it to me. She gave us
We're gonna Lynn was Linux Creates, right? Or
Lynn.
Linux Stitches. We're gonna share Colleen as our friend.
Lynn was her friend first.
Well, that's probably true. She gave us these.
These are her new releases from Market.
That was right.
You're right. This is a recreation of a sampler.
Antique
Victorian.
English sampler.
So Nancy and I are going to keep 2 and we're going to give 2 in the giveaways.
So we'll be looking forward to those.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I had a surprise. So I participated in the Common Threaded Stitcher. I actually got through all the prompts this year, this time around. And I was super excited when Kelly reached out to me and she said, hey, I've just been randomly working on some things and I want to send them out. And I went, she goes, and you won. So she just randomly picked some stuff. So if you've not had an opportunity to log into that's sokelly.com.
Can I get it
Yes,
closer?
please. I like how she asks.
I was just
that.
saying, she's been asking
I know.
most of the video.
I'm trying to get the light off of it. We'll put a thing in the thing.
I'll put it
I'll
in
put
the
a
show
thing in
notes.
the thing.
I got this whole pack.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's Love to Stitch, but it comes with
It's a
all the
pattern.
pieces and the parts. There's a thread keep in here. There's, I don't know what these are. Oh, help me.
Scissor fobs?
Yeah,
Or floss tags.
maybe.
Or-
I got the thread keep.
They're pretties.
Yeah. Let me just open it up. I'm sorry if you got on your little headphones because I know that stinks. There we go. This is magnetic. That's why everything was sticking to it. A little thread keep. You can throw your threads on here. She makes all this stuff. Like this is all the stuff she makes. And then, you know, these little stitch things.
Very
And
nice.
you can write on it. And she gave you an alcohol thing to clean it off once you're done.
Oh, like on the backside?
Oh, cool.
No.
Yeah.
Or
It's
these
a
things too.
whiteboard.
Where are those tags?
They're
Oh.
right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You write
Those
on
too,
them.
But yeah.
It's like a whiteboard material.
Yeah, she makes these. So you can pop over to her, and I'll link this one in the show notes. That's So Kelly. There's a couple patterns I've already got. I didn't want to buy them until after this weekend because I wanted to make sure that, you know,
Didn't go over budget.
I didn't go over my budget, and so now I've got a 1, 2, 3 stitch order and my budget order, or my budget and my Kelly. That's the Kelly order that I've got prepped. And last, we got a piece of mail from, help me, Liz, from Delaware.
Ooh, that's a big
Cute.
one.
It's a thank you. Or Lisa, sorry, I knew I had the name wrong. Anyways, go ahead and show it. I think she made that card. But she was somebody who was kind enough to send us a thank you note after we sent her a pattern.
I didn't know they grew watermelon in Delaware.
I didn't either. I thought that was I love this. We learned so much. And we are so thankful for the comments and you guys subscribing and chatting with us because it means a lot to us. And we learn so much. And the last bit of haul that I want to talk about is I got my Lunar Bestitch Me. It's a purpley moony color. I love it.
It's showing pretty true. A little bit maybe grayer than.
So, all right, where are we at? Our shares. This was our big shares that we were gonna do. We got 2 things left. Our shares, which are in that bag right there. If you are interested in our shares, we ask that you like the video. Please subscribe, though I never really check that, I'll be honest with you. And use these keywords.
This was for our 50th.
This was our 50th, our 5,000 giveaway. We waited till we were all together to do this. Amy's our bonus this time, but you've seen the 3 of us and we like to pop on together. This one is, and we can talk about the patterns inside, but we are going to give away 2 of the Proper Stitchers patterns in this bag. The keyword is sampler. It is Sampler September for those of you that are
And these are Angie's new releases.
could they be Annie's?
Annie's.
Could they be?
Right. All right, so those are samplers. So this one is lemons with an S.
What's this one? Sampler.
So that one's
Sampler.
sampler. This one is lemons, and this has got the Stitching with the Housewife's Home. I don't think they're all in there. I think 2 or 3 of them are in there. I think the base one and then maybe one more.
Yep.
I'd
The
swap
base and then swap
2.
2.
So that is lemons with an
And
S.
that bag was made by one of our sewing chicks ladies, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is pumpkins. This is a Teresa Kogut. This is one Nancy made.
And
This-
you know, I
Emma
designed
made
it. Emma made it.
But this is fabric that was given to us by Stitchy Lane. If you guys haven't looked in the show notes below, she's got a fabulous shop. We encourage you to go down. There is a gift code down there. And this is a bunch of fall patterns.
There's a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Yeah.
A needle minder, some
2 fall patterns.
That's a super easy stitch. I stitched that one.
Keep that one up. It's okay.
Okay.
But there'll be another fall pattern in there.
something just happened and I don't know what.
Yeah, it's okay. I meant to do that earlier. This is a Gamma Treasures bag she sent to us to give away. We've been holding on to it in excitement of, did I say this was pumpkins? This one's pumpkins. We have lemons, pumpkins, sampler. This is a Gamma Treasures bag. We stuck some flowers in there because it was kind of a flowery
Leaf, right?
iris. Those are iris.
Irises.
Paisley.
There's a cross stitch magazine and there is a needle minder by Stacy.
Yeah.
And this is going to be your old one, and she just switched her handle.
Yeah. Thread thy needle stitchery.
And that's leaf.
Yeah. That is Leaf, L-E-A-F. If you want that one. This one is a bag made by me. And we put in the ever famous Quaker. I think this is Nancy's copy.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
And the panel with the witch and the children on it.
And who gave us this?
Stitchy Lane. Stitchy Lane. Again, their code's in the bottom, so we'll get that. If you are interested in that one, it's Halloween.
This is Halloween.
And last is gifts. Obviously, maybe not obviously. It is one that
Made by Jenny.
made by me, but it's a Christmas one, and so it is very it's fun.
And this is one that I kitted up for you guys.
Yeah, Nancy got the.
All the DMCs
It was one
in
of
here.
those things we were like, well, do we know?
After last time.
And this is the pattern.
Who's it by?
It is by
Luminous Fiber Arts,
Luminous Fiber Arts. It's right there on the top.
and there should be one more. Yep.
And this is by, who's this by, Jenny?
Ursula Michaels.
Michaels.
There's some really pretty fabric downstairs too.
Yeah.
Ada cloth that you could do that on.
With a needle minder.
Yeah, I think that's it for the shares.
Okay.
All right, we have one thing left. That's the Wheel of Doom.
And our BFF, we're gonna attach it at the end.
Oh, so I don't know if I'll attach it at the end or make a separate second video. Maybe I'll just attach it at the end. But we asked all the FlossTubers who were here. We stole that wanted to. We stole the idea from Angie, Tiny House Stitchers. She did this at StitchCom. We asked them to introduce themselves. So we have a whole list that I'll add together here. All right, Wheel of Doom. Oh, I've got Jane and Julie with 2 needles running
Yeah,
with scissors.
don't watch Jane and Julie when you have a room full of people trying to sleep because it's really hard not to laugh.
Yeah. Nancy had us all up. We were like, what are we laughing at? What's funny? And then here we were. All right. I did try to clean the wheel up. I don't know if I got it all done correctly.
Mom's favorite sound.
Oh. Describe your stitchy spot. Describe your stitchy spot. You can do this.
My stitchy spot is in a chair that doesn't work.
It does not work. You go, woof.
Yeah, so my recliner broke, and so you're like riding up and down, and poor Mater doesn't understand, like, what's going on? What's going on? Mater's blind, right? And all of a sudden he's like going up and down. I just stitch upstairs normally with my husband.
And your dog.
My dog.
You guys don't have a TV in your front room.
We don't even own a TV.
Yeah. So it's a lot of great conversation that they have.
What? We have conversation?
It's very quiet.
Very quiet in the living room.
They just hang out together. That's it.
But do you have a special light or do you just have a regular light?
Yeah, I have I don't know, one of what's around ones.
The OT lights?
Nope.
The daylight light?
Halo Go.
A halo?
I don't know. I just have it's round.
Okay.
It has a magnifier on it. We all have them.
Well, I have an OT light.
Mine's
That's
a-
what mine is.
I think yours is the hot light, Mom.
I don't think it is. But we will
We'll
secure that
clarify
at the
it.
end
Yeah,
when we
we'll
go
clarify
downstairs.
All right, Amy, what does your stitchy spot look
I
like?
stitch in the living room on the couch. We have a couch that has the centerpiece for the drinks, and my husband sits on the other side of me, and I pretend that I'm watching TV with him. He's watching TV, and I'm sitting there stitching. I just have a hot light in my little table next to me that's covered, and usually floss and projects and candy. But yes, it's perfect. Then we seem to be spending time together, but I am accomplishing something.
That's how I feel. So I have 2 spots that I stitch in, either upstairs or downstairs, but they're both kind of set up the same. I have a OT light and I have a floor lamp for each spot, and I have my little tray of goodies that I keep my ORT chart and whatnot in, and then I wherever Steve was watching TV is where I'm stitching at. And Steve's like, oh, did you see that? And I'm like, oh yes, I did. Probably not. I probably wasn't paying attention. But, I mean, he enjoys watching TV, and that's how he relaxes, and I enjoy stitching, so I feel like I accomplished something, too.
And a scotch. He likes scotch.
He does like scotch.
And the dogs.
And the dogs. And the dogs. We have a story about Walker, but we might get to that. We might save it for another time. Yes.
So mine is in this. I will say it's an ugly chair. I love this chair. I will never get rid of this chair until it dies.
And it's close.
My what?
Yeah, your mom's a pig in a death watch.
Yeah.
My chair.
It is comfy though.
You know those like free stuff when you first move out that people give you. So my cousin, well, she's like my aunt, but my cousin said, "Oh, I have this chair. You have to just go pick it up from Value Villa." Well, they had a $200 price tag on it, which I didn't have to pay. I just had to pick it up. And it's a nice chair. It's paisley. It's like green paisley, and I just have all my stuff. I have
Back
a
in the
floor.
day of Valentino. We know. Go ahead, sorry.
I don't know what that song is, but I'm dancing away.
I have a floor light with the on switch. I do not like the ones that are like touch because then they turn off and then I get annoyed and then it's got the actual switch on it and then I have my little stand with all my stuff on it.
You gotta make it your own. You gotta be comfortable. You gotta find how. We've learned about two-hand stitching. We've learned about stands. We've learned about how to keep lap stands on your lap. We learned about how to keep the lights on the floor. Anyways.
Or even when you're stitching, because I go to the back, and so like this one girl had I don't know that I would have the
Patience?
stuffed it. What?
A Lowry stand?
No, a stuffed animal, but she had a stuff like this stuffed the squishmallows or something like that, and she's like leaning on it and going through, and that would
That's
be a
called
good
two-hand
idea.
stitching where you're poking.
And
I do that.
Stephanie has pennies, so
Yeah.
we're learning all kind of things,
Stephanie,
guys.
I
Has
said
a
how
sock
full of pennies.
So she
That
swings
she's
around a
beating
lot.
people with.
Around. We're like, that's pennies. Like that isn't like, but she uses it to weight her stand on her lap. So that was brilliant. But Stephanie's a local stitcher.
Yeah, lap stands are pretty cool.
Yep. So I just want to tell you, our little walker, it was a moment. He got into something. We think he ate foxtail, which is it was a tall grass, but it's got barbs in it. We picked him up from the kennel on Tuesday, and he's got a mass. I thought he had lymphoma. I did. I was crying. I called the vet before I even called my husband to get an appointment. They put us in the next day. By the time I got home, Steve had him already scheduled that evening. So I literally dropped. We got home. Steve took Walker. He's on antibiotics. They don't know if he's gonna be able to get that barb out of his throat. But he did not have to have surgery on Thursday. But we may have to take him out to Colorado for surgery in a few weeks to get all the stuff
He's
out.
a very expensive dog.
That
You
dog.
say Colorado, you're like, it's a vet.
It's a vet center.
school.
It's one of the
hospital.
It's a
one of
vet
the best
hospital. It's
ones.
one of the best ones in the country. If you have to take your dog or any animal,
You want to spend money, just go to Colorado.
you're gonna go to Colorado. So, but that's where we're at with him. He seems to be back to himself and his old jovial self.
He's eating.
He's eating. He's doing all the things. But like I said, it
Live
was
his
a
best dog life.
it was a moment on Tuesday afternoon. I was crying driving home, trying to keep myself together. But it's fixable. He's fine. Hopefully it'll clear itself. But if he can't get that little barb out of his throat, he's gonna get a little surgery. The vet in Gillette just wasn't comfortable going into where it was. She thought she'd do more harm than good. So we appreciated that. And if she must, we'll go to Colorado. All right. So if you're sticking around this long, thank you. At the end of this video, we will put of all of our Stitchy friends, all of our Stitchy FlossTube friends that we met at this retreat or that attended this retreat. And we cannot wait to see your comments. Anything else, ladies? Straighten someone's crown.
Please.
Take care of each other. And have fun stitching. All right, I don't have a clicker like Jade and Julie, and I can't read.
photo.
That doesn't
Oh, I can't easy.
Okay.
She's starting again.
No, stop it.
No,
it.
that's
Just
the best
don't-
one. Nancy, you don't want. No, so bossy.
I'm gonna kill her.
I'm getting there in here.
We're good.
His mom.
Okay, stop it.
I could try to sit Indian.
We need to do that again.
Are we recording this? Nancy Catherine.
Nice.
That's what I do.
All right, until next time.
Until next time, happy stitching.